Lawler is back up. What a mess. Dundee is back up. Look at this scene in the Louisville Garden. They're battling on the floor. Mantell after Sullivan. The Nightmare, the Dream, Jurian. Lawler after Hart. All the way in the back. Pounding away. The Dream beating on the Nightmare. There's Hart. Sullivan and Mantell. What a wild brawl. There goes the barricade. Sullivan missed Mantell with a sack of sand. They are battling everywhere. Lawler chasing the Nightmare all the way up in the bleachers. And there goes Lawler. The Nightmare caught him, and he's bouncing down the steps. The King back on his feet once again. Head over heels, and here comes Ferris. Up the stairs, but back on the floor. Lawler body slams the Nightmare on the concrete. Sullivan and the Dream. Dundee comes up after Sullivan. Right back at the dressing room door, the Dream not quitting. He's still going after him. And Dundee and Mantell. What a brawl. Well, they wanted to see the brawl, and there it was. Back in a minute. Okay, we're going to be ready to go here in just a moment. First, the introductions, AB.
A1 fall 15-minute time limit match. Introducing from parts unknown, 212 pounds, with his manager Jimmy Hart on the left of the screen, the Nightmare, number 1. Going against him from Tampa, Florida, 225 pounds, Steve Kern. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. Referee, Jerry Calhoun.
All right, the referee is about ready to go, Davey, and we are almost set and ready. Jimmy Hart, a final hug and a kiss to the Nightmare number 1.
Oh.
And he is going to need something. You'll see Steve Kern just now going into action. Bell time.
Steve Kern, Nightmare number 1. Oh, Kern after him. Into the rope. Referee Jerry Calhoun not thrilled about that. He wants him back away from the rope. Nightmare joins the referee's protest after the break had occurred. Kern, wow. Hooks that arm, and down goes Nightmare number 1. Nightmare trying to take down of his own. Doesn't work. Balance. Boy, this Kern's got it all.
That's nice.
Kern.
Tempo, Dave.
Yeah, and Kern maintaining control throughout all of that. Kern back up on his feet. They're over in the rope. And again, referee Jerry Calhoun wants him off the rope. Nightmare goes after Kern. Back to the ropes again. Clean break call for with the referee. Nightmare fired with the right hand. Kern was set and ready. He popped him right back. Kern round behind the Nightmare. Takes him down, shoulders down. Referee started the count. Got a 1 count. Stops at that point. Nightmare partially under that bottom rope. Steve Kern, Tampa, Florida. Down goes the Nightmare. Nightmare trying to convert to a head scissors. Kern still got him.
Nightmare gave up on that head scissors because it just didn't do anything but squeeze him into a ball.
That's right.
Kern would let go.
Boy, this Kern is tenacious. He's hanging on. Nightmare shakes him loose, but Kern comes off the rope, leaps over, sets, and the Nightmare finds himself back on the mat again. Count of 2, almost a 3 count. Nightmare able to get that right shoulder up just before the referee got the 3 count in.
Nightmare was messing him in the face in there, and Kern just tightened up on that side headlock, man, and that took care of that.
Well, Jimmy Hart a little upset over the situation. We're at 2 minutes, 45 seconds of action in this one. Whoa, high in the air. And Steve Kern right there picks up the Nightmare. Little spin. Drives him down across the knee. Cover. Count is 2. And that's a 2 count. The Nightmare breaks it. Jimmy Hart on his feet, wandering around ringside now. Trying to cheer on the Nightmare. Nightmare number 1. He's firing that right hand. Steve Kern answering with the same thing. Referee battling to keep him off the rope. He stepped in between them that time, perhaps preventing the Nightmare from unloading with that right hand as he had done before on a break. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark. Over the ropes, and again, referee Jerry Calhoun steps between them, but Jimmy Hart with that stick nails Steve Kern in the back. Grabs Hart for the hair. Hart! He's got him in the ring. Stop match. Referee has stopped it.
He's disqualifying Kern, I think, for pulling Hart in there. Now, there's the other Nightmare.
Well, look out. Here comes Wayne Ferris. Nightmares and Ferris on Steve Kern.
4 of them beating and pounding Kern up there.
Hart getting in a few licks himself. Here comes the superstar, the Dream Machine. There goes Hart. Hart, one Nightmare, now Ferris out of the ring. Here comes the other Nightmare. Steve Kern threw the last one out. Stop match. All right, not a disqualification.
Okay.
The referee's ruling it's a stop match. A stop match. 4 minutes, 13 seconds. The time.
Wow. Man, oh, man. Blistering action, and our first look at Steve Kern on Championship Wrestling verifies everything we heard about him, man. Does he go? What a battle that ended up with 4 of them pounding away, and thank goodness Superstar and the Dream came busting in there and gave a little aid on it. So, we got more action. We're going to be back to it in a moment. Back into action here in just a moment. Hey, a little while ago, I gave you just one bout that's going to be in the Louisville Gardens, and I guess I could tell you, and you would know for a living fact, that that one bout will be worth the price of admission alone. But that's not the only one. We got plenty of great bouts next Tuesday in the Gardens. Sonny King takes on Jim Dalton. Big Plowboy Frazier will be going against Tojo Yamamoto. Tag match. It'll have Coco Ware and Tim Leonard going against Mr. Onita and Masafuchi with Tojo at ringside. Then Golden Boy Chick Donovan is going to be facing young Roy Rogers, Jerry the King Lawler, Dutch Mantell, the Dream Machine, Steve Kern going against Kevin Sullivan, Wayne Ferris, and the Nightmares with Jimmy Hart supposedly at ringside. We'll just have to see what happens on Tuesday night. I don't have to tell you about the kind of grudge, animosity, and hatred built up for that match, my friend. You know the action in the Gardens before. You be there Tuesday night. Chick Donovan, the Golden Boy, was involved in a bout with Roy Rogers, and Wayne Ferris interjected himself with that. We're going to get Golden Boy out here right now as he's going to be in action. Chick Donovan, who had the intervention from Wayne Ferris, and I do want to mention this, that Ferris was fined $1,000 for that intervention in your bout, Chick.
That's good and fine, Mr. Russell, but he should have been fined $5,000. I told the people out here last week